This is the Smash Beer Elite Stocks crown jewel of our competition, here for a 16 of 17, the EY100 at the California Speedway. The pole winner will be the number 05 car driven by Bob Stephans. Stephans and the entire inside line is going to get a good jump on Ricky Navarro, the outside pole sitter. However, once Stephans clears Navarro, he's going to make the mistake of drifting up high. Michael White sees an opportunity, he jumps to the inside and takes the lead going into turn 1. But going into turn 3, Vinny Enzo would get under White and take the spot away, bringing Junior Hardern making his debut in the number 66 Bang Firearms Nova for Grand Prix Racing. And then Hardern would take the lead away from Enzo. Behind him you'll see Matt Taylor in the 88, and then Oliver Martinez in the 5 making his debut. That 5 car was bought out by the Sweeney Pearson organization just this past week. Hardern was able to extend his lead a little bit with everyone battling right behind him, but all good things must come to an end. Dale Underwood is going to get together with Justin Parker, bring Emmanuel Ortiz into the wall with them. Parker and Ortiz were able to keep going, however Underwood was done for the day. Junior Hardern led on the restart. Jim Kidd, Matt Taylor, Cody Richards, and Oliver Martinez made up the rest of the rather unusual top 5. Taylor was able to get around Jim Kidd and Junior Hardern to take the lead, bringing teammate Cody Richards in the number 53 Black Herbie Inglesby with him. But Richards would attempt to pull a sucker move on Taylor and take the lead for himself. The 88 and the 53 are considered to be struggling teams, and it's unusual but refreshing to see them run up front like this. The 53 takes the lead, and behind Taylor you see Ryan Bell and Vinny Enzo going 3 wide with Junior Hardern. However, Taylor was able to hold off the 83 and the 22, and he took the lead back from Cody Richards. The next caution flew on lap 9. Tristan Roberts is forced up out of the groove. Tommy Piper runs into him, collecting Ricky Navarro and Charlie Waters, and a pileup ensues. Will Schweig is involved, CJ Zhao, Neji Hugo, Rob Ryder, Allie Riggs, Jason Bates, Michael White, Anthony Griffith, Mike Andrews, and Justin Parker. I think that's it. Here, let's have another look at this from the chase cam of 14-year-old CJ Zhao making his debut. There's the wreck starting in front of him. He holds his line up next to the wall, but Will Schweig is right there. The 37 team would have to take the hood off of that car, and they would be off the pace for the rest of the day. Matt Taylor would get a good-sized jump on the restart, avoiding the inevitable scramble for a position that would occur right behind him. However, Kevin Colley would pick his way through traffic and take the lead from Taylor. Behind Colley, you see pole sitter Bob Stephans, and then points leader Chris Johans making a move on Matt Taylor for 3rd. And then Stephans would finish what he started when he led the field to the green, taking the lead from Kevin Colley going into turn 3. Matt Taylor would make a good challenge, but Stephans would lead his first lap of the race. Oliver Martinez in the 5 would start making his way back towards the front, running a race high 3rd. Matt Taylor is leading at this point. Bob Stephans had been pushed back to 4th, and here comes Mario Franchetti in the 4. However, the 2002 champion is not able to get by Martinez going into turn 1. There you see Kevin Colley making a move on Matt Taylor for the lead. Eventually, Taylor was able to take the lead back from the 08, but Franchetti was right there, challenging Taylor for the top spot going down the back straightaway. Caution 3 flew on lap 20. This would be a 2-car incident. Naruto Uzumaki and Ryan Bell get together going into turn 1, and they carry each other into the wall. They were both able to keep going, but they would be off the pace. Mario Franchetti led on the restart, Matt Taylor right behind him, with Vinny Enzo in 3rd, Kevin Colley in 4th, and Bob Stephans in 5th. There you see Enzo wasting no time in getting by Matt Taylor for 2nd. Enzo had one of the strongest cars during that restart, and he certainly showed it by passing Mario Franchetti for the lead going into turn 1. However, Bob Stephans in the 05 would sneak into the picture once again. Bob Stephans is going to take the lead. And then Kevin Colley would enter the mix once again, going 3 wide with Bob Stephans and Vinny Enzo to take the lead. And then sneaking up on the leaders would be Charlie Waters in the 41. Waters was involved in that lap 9 crash, but it certainly doesn't seem to have affected him. Waters is going to bring Mario Franchetti past the 88 with him. Caution 4 flew on lap 29. Tommy Piper, Kevin Colley, and Hinata Hyuga get together coming through turn 1. They go into the wall. Hyuga goes up the wall. Kevin Colley in the 08 would keep it going. However, Tommy Piper was done. However, the incident was not over for Hyuga in the 39 car. Here, let's take a look at this from Hyuga's rear chase cam. You go into the wall. She rides the wall for a little while, takes out one of the caution lights. She finally comes back down on the racetrack around the exit of turn 2. There goes CJ Zhao in the 37. And here comes Mike Andrews in the 23. He runs into the 39. The 07 of Justin Parker runs into her as well. Mike Andrews forgets where the brakes are, and Hinata Hyuga and Justin Parker pay the price. Charlie Waters would lead on the restart with Mario Franchitti and two-time champion Ryan Baldwell behind him. Behind that single file line, you see Chris Johans making a move on Leslie Riggs for 5th, and Ryan Baldwell goes for 2nd, right on by Mario Franchitti. I think he's going to bring Vinny Enzo with him. However, Laura Cyrus, making her 2nd start in the number 38 car, was on the move. She was able to pick her way through traffic and challenge Charlie Waters for the lead. Caution 5 on lap 39. Teammates Cody Richards and Kurt Walker are going to get together coming through turn 1. They're going to carry each other into the wall. Richards goes over. This would take Walker and Richards out of the race, leaving Matt Taylor as the only Rosebud Racing driver left on the track. Laura Cyrus would lead on the restart, setting herself up for another good finish. She was able to place herself in the top 10 at the Southern Illinois race a couple months back. However, Waters was able to take the lead once again, with Chris Johans and Ryan Baldwell right behind him. However, they would create the next caution with just 6 laps to go. Going into turn 1, Baldwell and Johans are going to get together, sending Baldwell skating up the track into the wall where he makes contact with Johans once again, and they go spinning around, taking themselves out of contention for the win. This was especially bad for Johans because he's the points leader right now. There would be another incident behind the Johans and Baldwell wreck. Matt Scrono, Mario Franchitti, and Jared Anderson are all going to go into the wall. Anderson goes up into the air, over the 4, and he lands back on his wheels. A very scary wreck for Jared Anderson in turn 1. The race would have to be red flagged, and we still have no word on his medical condition. When the race finally got restarted, there was just 1 lap to go. The green and white flags waved as Charlie Waters led the field to the restart. Leslie Riggs was right behind Waters in the 50, and there she goes to the inside. Waters has no time to block as he and Riggs are side by side going into turn 1. Bobby Porto in the 15 looks to the inside of Robert Truex for 3rd. Behind them, Terry Stewart in the 21 sneaks past Jim Kidd to get into the top 5. Coming down the back straightaway, Terry Stewart sees an opportunity. He goes 3 wide with Bobby Porto and Robert Truex, but they check up. Riggs is able to get away coming off of the final turn, and she takes the win at California. And here are your top 10 finishers. Terry Stewart gets his best finish of the season after a 3rd place effort at the Motor Speedway of the South. Bobby Porto gets his best finish of the season. Charlie Waters finally gets another top 5 finish. Anthony Griffith gets another top 5 after a few bad runs. 6th is Jim Kidd. Matt Taylor finishes in 7th. Robert Truex finishes in 8th. Oliver Martinez finishes 9th in his debut. And Laura Cyrus rounds out the top 10. And now for your top 10 in points. We have a tie for the points lead coming into the final race. Chris Johans and Leslie Riggs both have 991 points. However, the tiebreaker is that Chris Johans has 2 wins this season, Leslie Riggs has 1. Bruno Battaglia is a distant 3rd. Jared Anderson is in 4th, although if he was injured in that lap 45 crash, he might not run the final race. 5th is Anthony Griffith, Bob Stephans is in 6th, and Kevin MONROE is in 7th. And then everybody from 8th on back is out of contention for the title. Next week, we head back to Daytona to crown our champion at the Twilight 100. This is CJ, signing off.